We're going to change the oil in the Hummer. It looks pretty crappy. I just took it down the road though with the transmission fluid added, and it runs pretty good. I got some squeaks and rattles, but I'm sure that's expected. So as you can see underneath, the whole drivetrain sits up in a tunnel, as they call it, and the ground clearance is about 13-14 inches underneath, so you got a lot of room if you want to do some off-roading. And the oil pan is back so far, it's weird because the engine sits back so far, but the actual oil pan drains back way back here behind the front tire as you look underneath. And so I'm going to go ahead and get the oil drained. I can use this bucket, don't even need a pan because it sits so high that there's the drain, and it's got 4 inches before it even gets to the bucket as it is now. So this is the front end pieces. You can see the half shafts, and then you got the big sway bar right here, and there's the front drive shaft, and it's actually a two-piece drive shaft with a carrier bearing because it has to go so far forward. So we're going to get this oil drained and get that taken care of. So while the oil is draining, because there is a lot, I think there's 8 quarts, I believe, I'm going to do some grease, hit some grease fittings. This thing has grease fittings for everything, unlike most of the vehicles today that no longer have grease fittings, but it has ball joints, tie rod ends, pitman arm, idler arm, U-joints. Yeah, they're just all over. So that's going to take a fair amount of time just to get the grease fittings taken care of. I wish I had a power grease gun at this time. Well, got the oil changed, lubed, and cleaned out the bed. You can see the compartments that I pulled the top off where they were falling down in. They were full of gunk and dirt and tree branches and leaves. Took the back window piece off, took the top off. So just dismantling it and cleaning things up and seeing what we're working with. There's a lot of little stuff wrong, but it does run and drive, runs down the road all right. Brakes are a little rough feeling, but the rotors are so rusted from sitting that it's making it jump around. But other than that, everything looks good so far. So the headlights actually blew out when I turned them on. Somebody must have put 12-volt bulbs in there because they're 24. If you put 12, it'll blow them out. So they're both got discolored, and they weren't before. So when I turned them on, they must have went out. So anyway, just gonna wrap it up for today. It's getting kind of hot. Got a lot of spare parts here. Some of the stuff goes under the hood where the radiator support and stuff is. Just for there's a jack cover there, some other stuff. But for now, to be continued, and we will look at this another day.